Virgo, welcome. Hi, Adrian H. Nelson of Asian Great Life. It's your mid-April 2020 general guidance reading. Okay, so I've pre-selected some oracle cards for you all, as well as a rune, and this is quite a lovely rune for you. It speaks all about health and strength and new beginnings. And however, this is one of those runes though that it's called Urus. It normally looks like Urus or Uras, but it's Urus. And it speaks about those new starts, those new dynamic starts, those big sort of resets. But usually in the beginning, it doesn't seem all that powerful. So it can actually start off sort of looking like calamity, like nothing is working out, all right? But in fact, it's just a step in a bigger process. So just thought I'd share that with you right off before I get into anything, that this is your rune for the collective consciousness of Virgo, April 2020, or at whichever time you get to look at it, because I believe you always get to look at it at the right time. Alrighty, so couple of crazy things happening in the world at the moment, very overwhelming for a number of us. And I'd just like to first and foremost make use of the opportunity for everybody, whether it's you, whether it's someone that you love, because we are all soul family. All right, send out some love, send out some light, send out my best wishes, send out some love for all those people that are affected, directly or indirectly by the coronavirus. Sending your love. Okay. This is a general guidance reading, so whatever resonates with you, you accept it in your heart, and whatever doesn't resonate, you release it with love and peace. Let it go. Like a ship sailing by in the night. You don't even need to know that it was there in the first place. Okay. If it's cool for you to relax, take a nice deep breath in with me. Into the heart space. Release and let go. Okay. Perfect. So, if you are having some difficulty with coping at the moment, there is a link down below in the description box for a hypnosis that I recorded some time ago. It does have some background sounds, there's some cars driving, there's some dogs barking, all that type of stuff. It's meant to be there because the purpose behind this hypnosis, guided meditation, whatever you want to call it, is to help you cope with the world when it becomes so overwhelming that it actually feels that you can't. Okay. Connect with me on Facebook, connect with me on Instagram. Normally I have like a daily motivational card that I draw, and then on Instagram I'll have a little mini video about that, a message like 2 to 5 minutes basically. And also on Facebook I go live, especially during lockdown in South Africa, that we are have to stay indoors. So Monday to Friday, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, midday, GMT time, South Africa time, I go live, I draw some cards. I've started to offer quite a lot of spiritual sort of teaching or training or coaching, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of sharing the knowledge that I have as a holistic wellness practitioner. I do Reiki, crystal healing, NLP Life coaching, working with the angelic realm, regression hypnosis, so all that type of stuff I share. But for now, let's park it all right there and see what we got for y'all. All right. Also, I'm running a special at the moment for a reading, 30-minute reading. It's normally $40, $40 US. I am running it at $11 US. It's a 30-minute reading. And if it resonates with you, then you can order that. And if it resonates with you, feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I load up a video once every week, general guidance for the different zodiac signs. I just wasn't able to do it for about 2 to 3 weeks because of the lockdown and the moves, and there was problems with the internet, so there was a whole lot of little stuff. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to, but from here onwards, weekly, here I am. Because if you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to do that, and I'll be in your face on a weekly basis with love and light. All right, overall reading or energy of your reading is the Chariot. This is very interesting. This is the Cancer card, or for the sign of Cancer, which is obviously a water sign. And it wouldn't really be the sort of thing that, you know, that would be so predominantly obvious, but probably in the last 2 or 3 readings that I had for Virgo, Cancer kept on coming up. It kept on coming out again and again and again. And I'm not talking about subtly coming out. I'm talking about when you say the overall energy of the reading, for example, it comes out with a Cancer card. Like, so maybe go and have a look at the reading for Cancer. Cancer readings come out on a Wednesday. All right. Yeah. Go and have a look. Let's just look at the rest of the cards that came out for it. It's a full Celtic cross spread, and then we're going to clarify and we're going to see what's happening over here. So starting off in a very typical Virgo sort of card, really, Four of Pentacles. A lot of you are a lot more yourself, really, at this particular point in time. But also there were Two of Wands crossing you, kind of yearning for more, and maybe even yearning for like a deeper sort of you know, emotional, spiritual connection to all, you know. Of course, Virgos have got this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hearts, but sometimes you can get very much into the thinking, analytical, with all respect, nitpicking side of your mind, and it can wear you down, it can wear others down. So there is a desire for you to really be very much you, to remain true to who you are. But for a lot of you, I really feel there's a willingness to maybe go back to the drawing board and look at things just a little bit differently again and go like, let me see, maybe, you know, maybe being open to a bit of a different change there. And I do see that, and that in a sense probably makes sense. We're going to clarify, so we're going to have a look. But in your recent past, there's the Ten of Cups. So a lot of you really went into that space with abundance and whatever, you know, prosperity and all those sort of things, all those beautiful, wonderful things for life. But a stronger focus started kind of going towards family. I feel that a lot of you started to feel sort of isolated, you know, not quite here or there. And you didn't really want to feel that way anymore. And so there's this process that's happening in the middle, but in the recent past is the Ten of Cups, and so Ten of Pentacles, and then going forward into the immediate future is the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new starts, which is laying right next to, in fact, the Cancer card there, the Cancerian card, you know, the Moon Children, basically, which can be a trippy bunch in their own right. I would know because I am actually a Cancerian. I'm a typical Cancerian, but also I've got a very strong Gemini element in my chart. All right. So obviously this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Also for look at your Venus, where your Venus is at with love, and Jupiter for strength, for how you are feeling at the moment. Where's your element of strength lying? So look at all those things, not just at your sun sign. Your sun sign obviously being your zodiac sign. Like for you, it will be Virgo. Okay. At the foundational level here, Justice card, and on top there, crowning you, is the Nine of Swords. So, a strong willingness, even a desire merging towards something different, towards something new, but in the same token, how would I put it? Wanting to go to a different phase, to maybe even wanting to be more carefree, wanting to not really micromanage everything. But at the same time, it is something very different. It is something new. So be patient with yourself. Okay? Be patient with yourself. because just wrapping up our reading here, you've got 3 of Cups over there, so you're figuring it out, you're figuring it out, you're figuring it out, little bit by little bit. 8 of Pentacles there, so you're figuring it out, you're getting the ways, so you saw what you want to have, and this is what I love so much about my Virgos, this is what I love about you guys. You will see what you want to have, but then instead of being like a water sign, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, especially you know, the Pisces and the more Cancers like me, you see something, you just want to do it, you know, you just want to go towards it, boom, 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 boom. Whereas you take a much more systematic approach to things, and because of that systematic approach that you take, things may sometimes seem like you're taking your time, and it may seem like you're taking longer, but in fact you usually get that things work out for you because you take that sort of analytical approach as opposed to a more impulsive approach. All right, of course there's the benefit in everything in life, and this is what readings are about, but it's paying off. This a lot of you have been putting a lot of work in, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and in a sense I feel that that even though you've got this, you know, desire of where you'd like to go, a lot of you feel that it's never going to happen. You feel like it's never going to happen. This is what you'd like to have, that is what you'd like to have. You feel that it's never going to happen, but whereas before you might have been okay with your, you know, your desires sort of not coming true, you're not there anymore. You want your heart's desires to come true now. Okay, and so you started working away at it, maybe a little bit on the down low, not letting everybody realize what you're doing, maybe been journaling a little bit, putting your hearts, your desires out there, even praying, you know, speaking to the universe, which is a fantastic thing to do. But it's really paying off there for you, and it's you're going to it with the 6 ending off there with the 6 of Wands. That's a beautiful way to end up. You're in love and you're denying it to yourself. If I lay here, if I just lay here, will you lie with me and just forget the world? You want such a simple life, but it feels so complicated. It's like you feel like it's never gonna get there. And it's normal to feel that way because, you know, life can be a bit of a challenge. And especially if you are more, or not especially if you are, but just letting you know, in addition to the readings that I bring out, in case you don't know, I also do a same-sex reading that I bring out on every Friday. And that's more a pick a card type of vibe. So that's coming out on Fridays. So if you are wanting to know, then, and you know, you don't have to in fact be in the same, you know, same gender type of vibe, because at the end of the day we're all people and the language of love is the same wherever you go. All right, my readings next week are going to be about love though. I decided I want to focus on love. All right, okay, so current situation that we're going to clarify for you, which is the 4 of Cups, and this is all about finding that balance, the balance between the heart, the balance between the mind, the logic, the emotions, and also, you know, obviously I feel that a lot of you have done a lot of work to get to where you are, and there is quite a caution that you don't, it took a lot of bravery and a lot of much harder, more inner work than a lot of people may realize for you to get to where you are. It was a real struggle. It was a difficult journey. And now that you are where you are, you don't really want to sacrifice all that hard work that was done. Okay? Which makes sense. Makes so much sense. All right, but so beautiful. Clarifying that the current situation for you is the Star, the 3 of Hearts, and the 3 of Cups. So that's really nice, because first of all, there's a confirmation right out the gate, which I think is such an incredible thing, to let you know there with the Star next to the 4 of Pentacles. So right out the gate, right from the start, confirmation from the universe for you that what you want and however you go about it, you are universally supported right now. Okay? So you are not allowing yourself to feel an emotion or to hope for something that might never happen. It might not happen in the way that you envision it happening, but it is definitely possible, it's definitely there, and it can definitely happen. Yes. Okay. Three of Swords. You started to adapt a sort of demeanor, even a lifestyle that you're going to be the warrior that's just going to walk alone. Okay. I feel that a lot of you may have been in relationships that in actual fact, and I was going to say that I'm sorry, but then it's like my higher self named Smile went like, there's no need to be sorry, because I feel that for many of you, there are some relationships ending here. There are some ties actually ending here. But you're okay with it because you've given it a thought. And for a lot of you that are in situations that is not really working out the way that you'd like it to work out, those situations are healing. Okay? Those situations are healing. For the ones of you that are in very happy, committed relationships, look at you. You're taking that energy that you have and you're kind of elevating it to the next level. Or I feel that a lot of, you know what I actually get for many of you that are in happy unions already? I feel that you're getting that appreciation for what you have, where some of you might have started to accept it as something that's just always going to be there. You're really beginning to appreciate it for the magical gold that it is, and understanding that you don't really in fact, there's not a necessity for it to go to a next level because it is at a very healthy level already, and you're happy for that. So for many of you, that's the case, which I think is beautiful. It's also wonderful that you are not forgetting the lessons that you've learned from the past. So you're able to forgive, but you're still able to use those lessons that you've learned from the past in a very positive way to implement them in your life. So it's not like you're negatively attaching to the past anymore. You've let the hurt go, you've done the forgiveness, you've let it go. But in the same token, you're not forgetting, not because you want to hold on to things, but because you're realizing that by remembering what you had to go through to get where you currently are, by remembering those things, and almost in a sense of, if you want to call it, a cherishing the memories, you don't fall into that space where you're starting to take things for granted. Okay. It's almost like keeping a stack of cash somewhere with nobody else knows about. If it is needed, it can always come in handy. So it's like an insurance package, really. All right. And look at this on all levels. And this is such a wonderful thing for Virgo, because I know sometimes you can be a little bit tense about things. But going at this current situation, there's healing on so many levels. There's healing from the past. All right. A lot of you got fed up with the way that the past was. There's healing from the past. Let's actually put it that way around. There's healing from the hurt. That last bit of doubt, fear, uncertainty that might have held you back is no longer holding you back. And you'll actually go forward and you will approach somebody in a way that you might not have done before, because you might have been so cautious about being hurt. Whereas now, for so many of you, you've kind of reach a level of emotional maturity and even an appreciation for life and who you are, that it wouldn't actually matter if somebody else says to you, you know what, I'm sorry, but not really, not now, because you would be okay. You won't crumble to pieces as you might have done before. Okay. Oh, what is this called? I was going to clarify this Two of Wands, which is crossing the current energy of yours, and the High Priestess fell out there, first of all, in reverse though. So High Priestess is the highest card in the tarot deck. A lot of you are not realizing your power. So you're going into this healing, but you're not, a lot of you are, it's almost like you're in denial about your natural sort of magnetism. All right, so you're reminded of that I think Virgos in general, they've got this sort of strength about them, and it can be very much on the down low, but you've got that strength about it, and a lot of doubts that you might have about yourself, be it your life, body issues, image, all that sort of stuff, your surroundings, you are healing from that quite powerfully, which is, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. There with the Four of Swords, clarifying the clarifiers, Four of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so there with the Four of Swords, a lot of you're really stepping into your limelight. You are realizing that the limelight is shining. And I had this for one of the other signs also last week, and I can't remember, in this week, I can't remember which one it was. But it's, you are understanding, many of you, that you might not be so comfortable with with the limelight, but you're also realizing that if you can, that the message can be sent out there via somebody else as well. So whereas before you might have been so concerned about the fact that, oh my goodness, I don't really know if I want to be the center stage, a lot of you are finding ways to live out your dreams by helping others. And I mean, how powerfully beautiful is that? Okay, you're finding solutions to problems that you would have had before, and you've got the patience to wait. I feel that a lot of you are seeing potential, maybe in people that are not seeing potential in themselves just yet. And you are willing to sort of be that gentle nudge of persuasion. I want to clarify this Chariot energy because I'm very curious about this. Oh my, look at this. The Four of Pentacles, which is, if you remember, the overall energy of the reading. Right, the current situation, of the reading. So the overall energy of the reading, the first card coming out there for clarifier is the current situation of the reading. Okay, so some of you might be looking at the way others are doing it. You are giving this emotional thing a shot. All right, and look at what card is right on top. And there, oh my, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Hold your horses, Adrian. Let's put this over here. Hold your horses. Okay, boom, boom. All right, so overall energy of the reading is the Chariot, and the Chariot is getting clarified there by the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and none other so perfectly than the Ace of Wands. This is a good reading. All right, a lot of you are really maturing. It's almost like you're shedding your skin. Like you are realizing that a lot of the almost protective sort of ways in which you might have been operating in life, you've kind of been limiting yourself down, almost slightly childish. All right, but you're willing to get out of that now. You're willing to move past that now. You're willing to leave that sort of skin, armor, whatever behind, and move forward into something different, into something new. And it's somewhere where you feel that you might be hurt, and I feel that this is not really something all that new. You might have been in denial about it with yourself, but you didn't so much want to go there before because it was the sort of thing that might have hurt you, broken your heart. But now you are, it's like your emotion is so much stronger. You can take a lot more than you would have been able to take before. And a lot of you are willing to branch off into avenues, doing things that you wouldn't have done before. What might have been an absolute no-no to you before, absolute no-no, never going to happen. Thank you for the offer, but not me. Many of you are really going to that space now where you are actually prepared to compromise a lot. And the reason why it is because you really know who you are. So there's not that fear that you might get lost in the compromise as you might have done before. Okay. Some of you had very tough lessons to learn. A lot of heartache, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. Yeah. So there with the Four of Pentacles, you're realizing the value of the heart space, you're realizing the value of emotions, and a lot of you are realizing the value of experiencing and feeling emotions, that it is not a weakness, but in fact it's a strength. All right, you're beginning to really see here with Seven of Cups and Ace of Wands here the value of it, and it's shining through for you. It's almost like you can see it paying off. It's almost like the what do you call it now? The results, the possibilities, it's almost tangible. It's getting you excited, and you are willing to be excited, whereas before you would have suppressed it. I'm going to clarify this going forward, this Ace of Cups, because I'm just curious like that, okay? That's the thing about tarot readers, they're curious. So Ace of Cups here, this water energy, this overflowing abundance, prosperity, success, it's very, very water. It's very, very water. Oh. These are the cards that just came out now, and I said you guys go there. So again, the moon, strength, and wands. Again, this is moon energy. This is moon energy, Cancer energy, water, yes, but Cancer specifically. I want to look into this. I want to know why, because so, and funny enough, Cancer and Virgo, they do make a nice pairing, but it's if both of them can be very mature, you know. So if Virgo can be, you know, less taking offense to absolutely everything and going into that almost sort of defensive mode of like nitpicking, and if Cancer then in the same token can stop feeling overly hurt about something, being emotional, and then just withdrawing. So it can be a very toxic, be it romantic, be it even in siblings, because also I'm a Cancer and one of my sisters actually is a Virgo, and there's only a 2-year difference between us, so we almost grew up like a twins. But when I could be very much in my very immature sort of Cancer part, and she could be in a very immature sort of Virgo part, because obviously there's positive and negative to everything. It's like a bomb, you know, that blows up a city. But when you can come into the more mature parts of both sides, then in fact it could be a very valuable thing, because then Virgo wouldn't be what can be perceived as callous to Cancer, and Cancer doesn't go and feel like the whole world is teaming up against him, you know, for all the armies in the world teamed up against him just because they got a funny look. You get to a space of like, maybe it doesn't actually have anything to do with me, you know. So I feel that both of you, this is, wow. You're going to have to leave me some comments, because I didn't expect this, but it's more so than before, but it's like both of you are a lot more mature in your relationships. This could also be somebody that has very strong Cancer in their chart, very strong water in their chart, you know, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to be Cancer. And it could even be the earth signs, and if it is earth signs, it'll probably be more Taurus, for example, you know. Yeah. But with the Strength card here, some real inner work has been done. And I feel the value of somebody has been realized, and you, I mean, I'm not gonna just tell you, I'm gonna show you. There, the moon, the energies, the balance, the walking together. All right, the strength that has been done, the work that has been done, the thinking, the evaluation, the re-evaluation, the inner work, and then this is it's a marriage card. You want to be with this person. You can't even deny it to yourself any longer. You want to be with this person. You want to be with, you know, and as I said, it can be an earth sign, maybe just with very strong water in their chart. But then again, it could also be, it could even be, in the same token, it could even be something like a Gemini, which is a complete air sign, with very strong, for example, Cancer in their chart. All right, but there's a definite strong link to Cancer, and you want this person, and you're careful of taking. I mean, look at this. Look at that. And that is the clarifying card, and it's the one on top. Okay? So, all abundance, all flow with this togetherness. There's a longing inside your heart, and it's like nothing else makes sense, and it doesn't have that full fulfillment that you desire and crave to have. Wow. Okay. Let's continue. We're going to look at this recent past, this 10 of Pentacles. There's something here. Yeah, you want to marry this person. Wow. Okay. I can only tell you what I get. Alright. So clarifying, there is 9 of Wands, Page of Wands, and 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Can you see it? Right. So, as I said, there was a reference to the past. I think I just said it now. But you know what you want, but there's some sort of reminder. I don't know if it's giving somebody maybe a second chance again, or if it's somebody very much like the other person. This could even be a different person that reminds you of maybe a Cancer that you've been with. But there's very similarities taking place here, but you are working at healing this one thing. You've been at it a while, and it's starting to pay off. There's the hope. You know, it's started to pay off, and it's starting to pay off even more. And it's actually on your side. It's amazing. We're gonna go here with the Justice card in your foundation. See what that's about. Balancing of the scales, tough decisions, but I feel mostly with yourself. Yeah. 3 of Cups. So, why would I say that? 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. 3 of Cups is laying over here. I'll go to that now. So, 3 of Cups obviously being the beautiful coming together celebrations of things, friends becoming family, all that sort of stuff. So, lots of 3s though, all over the show. And 10s. Completions, new beginnings, the World card over there. Wow. So 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and Ace of Swords. The thing is, this thing kind of crept out on you. Creeped up on you. You didn't. It's like you saw it coming, but you thought, that's okay, I've got this. I'm not going to be run around by this. But it kind of caught you a little unawares. And at some point you might have vaguely considered it, but you're like, yeah. But yeah, it's like, you know, when you see that little light of something, sometimes you want more. And that is where the healing started for you, actually. And you realize that you wanted this. You made up your mind. You made up your mind. You wanted it. What's love got to do with it, huh? And crowning you there, the 9 of Swords. So you've got a lot of concerns. This thing has got you tripping, eh? This thing has got you tripping. I'm going to take the 3 cards that fell right on top. So those are the ones that fell right up. And then there's another 3 cards that fell down in reverse. Alright, so we're first going to look at what are the things that are looking good, and then what are the things maybe that you don't want to look at, that you're in denial about, all that sort of stuff. So first of all, the good things are looking up, that sort of stuff. There's the Temperance card, there's the 2 of Swords, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, why do I keep on doing it the wrong way around? That's how they're coming out. So Temperance, yeah. Temperance, 2 of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. Lots of aces, lots of new starts, lots of new beginnings. You knew that you could make this thing work, but you were in doubt. And you're not quite sure how to move forward, but it's a desire in your heart. It's very strong. You can't actually deny it. You would probably look in the mirror and start giving yourself the stupid little smiles when you think of this person. What do you not want to look about? King of Cups in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands. it's almost like you think to yourself, will I be able to handle all that emotion? Okay? Will I be able to handle all that emotion? If this person is so... Somehow this is more reading for single people. And I said I was going to do love. It's next week. But anyway. The heart wants what it wants, eh? It wants what it wants and it is what it is. Alright. More cups. 3 of swords. Three of cups. Clarify 3 of cups. Yeah, the situation is healing because now the King of Wands is in the upright position. The 4 of cups is there as well, and the 6 of swords. So this situation is healing. It's healing. You are willing to go from denial and... Okay. So this person has probably approached you before and you said no, and you kind of scared that they might be spiteful. You're kind of scared of revenge vibes over here. So you want to move forward with this person also, but you're so afraid of that. Which is human. But the situation is constantly improving. It's almost like, this is a very twin flame sort of vibe, you know, singles looking for love. It's like the more you try to deny things sometimes, the more they just happen. Oi, 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 oi. So, again, clarifiers there. The Chariot, which is the Cancer card. None other than the Ace of Cups. And then the 9 of Pentacles, which is just looking there at me, how you want your life to be. And it's coming together, and I'm even looking at this one now. And, okay, I'm going to stop now. Well, almost, because wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. So, the Chariot there, as we said, with the Ace of Cups coming together there. 9 of Pentacles, you know that this can work. You've got your doubts, you've got your worries, you've got your fears, your concerns. But you also went into that sort of... Cancer mode, this thing can work. It's coming together. They want you. Ships in the harbor, it's there. Still a focus on the past there. But that focus is keeping you from just speaking up and just going for it. You're going to have to be bold, Virgo. But it'll work out. Okay? What do we have here? The World, clarifiers for the World, and the 6 of Cups. You're being your worst enemy here. So, the World, clarifying, the Tower, the 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. They've got the same vision as you. You guys might not be speaking about it, but they've got the same vision as you. Okay? And it's wow. This is amazing. It's almost like even if none of you make a move, this is a sort of destined thing. Oh. No wonder this has got you so in a... You know, tripping all over the place like a fly on a hot plate, Virgo, because this is very unlike you. This is so much emotions. But you see, going forward, this is the card, the last card we're clarifying for you before we go for those oracles. The 6 of Wands, it's happening. You're stepping away from the past situations, making you feel stronger and stronger, and you're realizing that you've been your worst enemy all along. Well, not all along, but for the greatest part. Right on top there, the Page of Cups. Going forward beautifully, boldly. Alright? It's happening. And I think this other person kind of knows about it. You're not so sneaky as you thought you were. Or good at hiding your emotions. You started to let them in without meaning to. So what? Urus. How beautiful is this bag? My best friend made it for me. I've got more than one actually. Hand stitch. This is with some golden stitching there with some, what you call those? Citrine. Beautiful crystal of abundance. Yeah. Let's look at your oracle card. So, crystal oracle first of all. You've got hedonite, gratitude. You're glad things are actually coming to a point. It's been having you tripping for the longest time. You're glad the thing is actually progressing to a kind of like a point. You were tired of it. All right. Dwell on what you love. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. This is in the back of the card. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions they'll grow. And the universe says, I won't change a leaf on you. Dwell on what you love. What do we have here? Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Slow and steady. So typically you. Beautiful though, every hour of the day. And then we've got the Angel Oracle card came out in advance, in reverse. So creative project, it says your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We, the angels, are guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity in your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. So you may think of it as like nothing, but that is actually how the angel energy is filtering through to you. Quite amazingly there, Virgo, okay? Life is going in a very positive way for you, and things will never be the same again, and that's a very good thing. Very good thing, okay? Virgos arise and unite. Lovely. Okay, thank you so much, Virgo. That's all I've got for you. Remember, next week's reading is all about love, and I think you're going to want to know about love. Maybe you want to go look at the Cancer reading as well and see what it was saying, since it's so prominent in your reading. But if it resonates with you, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when when the readings are coming out next. Remember that Hypnosis, there is the link in the description box. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Let's connect over there. And if you want to have a personal detailed reading, $30 for a video that I sent you, and it's $11 US. Thank you so much. Welcome. Namaste, love and light. Bye.